Hey, yo, YouTube faithful, it is Taco Tuesday. You made it to the page. You made it into the mix. Appreciate it. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Let's get the work out of the way. Know your role. Leave your boy a comment if you've made any amount of coin watching my videos over the last 16 months. I do appreciate you all. NFL and NBA is returning, and I'm trying to get those counts where they need to be, where they should be, and I need you guys to help me get there. Otherwise, there is no crush. So, today, Taco Tuesday, I'm going to give you all my advice and what I'm personally going to do for the pairing system. I'm going to tell you what plays I like for MLB and WNBA. Then I'm going to put this out here in short form, probably 10 to 15 minutes, Lord willing. And then I'm going to put on my best Bucks jersey and I'm going to make an NFL video and give you guys some advice on what to expect for fantasy leagues, etc. So let's freaking get into it without further ado. By the way, you like the black and gold? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's Skeens territory around these parts. Skeens, my boy, Skeens is going to be pitching today. Is he getting 6Ks? Well, that's the $1 million question, isn't it, comment guy? We already know he's the taco at 5. He's got that push equity. So we're going to need him to get 6. Now, here's the school of thought, jabroni. There's not going to be 1, not 2, but 3. Count them. Tres for the Spanish-speaking among you, my brothers in Christ. Tres. Tacos today. Are they hitting? I hope a sweep. We need it. We've been running good with the tacos. Regression is coming. Not only for you, but for me and everyone else. So we got to fade it today. I'm begging you, Lord and Savior. Fade that regression for my boys. Let's ride into the NFL season on a hot note. But what can we do to take advantage of these discounts and limit our regression? Well, Crush has got a scoop for you, comment guy. This is what we're doing. This is what I do. This is my game plan. I'm worried about 100% ROI. That's return on investment for the poverty that doesn't know what that means. ROI. Paul Skeens, he's Gabby is 5.5. So at a 5.5 Gabi and his taco's 5, he's got to get 6 to cash either way. The only upside is that he can push over here and still lightly green one of your lineups if it's a 2-man to 1.5x, assuming that pair goes yarn and turns green for you. Otherwise, chalk it. Oh, baby. But the fact is this. There's going to be 3 tacos. So you can take Skeens with whatever pair you'd like, and then you can take his Gabi and pair the other 2 tacos with that. Now, what's the thought process? Well, I break it down in the Discord lives last week, last Tuesday, sweep it all. But for those of you that are poverty and you're not in my Discord, I'm going to try to make it ABC simple. All you have to do is think about anchors and darts. We're trying to be overexposed on lines or stats or plays or picks, whatever you want to call them, when we're right. So if we're already maxing the Skeens taco, we're already saying that we're taking it and we're expecting him to get 6. So why in God's name, in Almighty's name, wouldn't you take 5.5 with another taco pair? Because if he cashes one, he's cashing both. Normally, this is the scenario. Now, PrizePicks threw Crush a curveball by putting it at 5 because they're silly gooses, and I knew they're catching on to my strategy. But it doesn't matter because he's still going to need 6 to green. The only difference is you get push equity. So if you want to ride this strategy, you ride it. If you want to fade it, do your thing, comment guy. If you're here to fade, do your thing. Captain Crush won't begrudge you a bit. But the fact is this. I'll be taking Skeens' Gabi with whatever other taco they roll out, okay? And then with the taco after that, I'll be taking the other Gabi of the taco that they rolled out. You do what I'm saying? I'm doing anchors and darts. So I've already made up my mind. I'm anchoring the tacos. So if the tacos cash, then I'm having a winning day no matter what. Assuming my first pair with Skeens cashes, that is, because I can't take Skeens with Skeens. Now can I, comment guy? My goodness, I'm fired up and I haven't even had a Red Bull yet today. What's going on? So this is what I'm going to do with old Skeensy Scat. If he doesn't get 6Ks, I will burn this jersey like... Actually, stop that. I'm not burning this jersey. If he doesn't get 6Ks, I couldn't care less. Do I hope he cashes? Absolutely. But if he doesn't, is it the end of the world? Nah, no shot. Now, we got a couple of options in the mix here. We got old Rin Nelson that looks kind of crispy down here against those Giants, those pesky Giants. But do they have a Gabi out for him? Cap, why are you always giving Gabis and what? Brother, know your role. It's baseball. 0.5 is surgical. We're not always going to get slam dunks. They're always going to be a step ahead. He's at 5 where he's supposed to be. He's likely going to land on 5 because that's the range of outcomes. But I do believe Rin Nelson at 3.5 pitcher strikeouts is crispy. That's one pair option. That would get you 2x. So that's one option right there. You want Captain Crush's option? The wild card, if you will? Uncle Reed Detmers right here. Dietmers, the Deets, whatever you want to call the man. He's 2.5 earned runs, possibly even his 3.5 earned runs, Gabi. Now, here's the deal. We can see his pitching outs is a demon at 15.5. That signals bang, bang, red alarms in all your brains. If you've been watching this channel, if you've been hitting the crush methods, you would know to be wary because he's not slated to go the distance. So he's going to have to give up runs early, which means this is a gamble, which is why PrizePicks is giving us 2.75x, even though it's a goblin. Okay, because 2.5 is still the standard bearer for earned runs in the MLB. Most pitchers are going to be at 2.5, 1.5 to 2.5. Giving up 3 earned runs is still a lot. They can score 3 runs and they may not count as earned runs against them. There's errors and everything else. So you could take this as a pair, 2.75x. I'm just giving you options so you can see what to do. Now, there's one thing in particular that needs to be said. We got the Dodgers versus the Angels, the Battle of LA. The Angels are absolute poverty. As much as I like Reed to go over 2.5 earned runs, that would mean that I gotta like the Dodgers hitters that have been absolutely on fire. Even Uncle Dan, his team. The Dodgers ain't winning the series, but coin is coin, and I will find the coin if there's coin to be made. And Mookie Betts is an absolute wagon. Captain Crush was on him yesterday. He got 8. The day before, he got 1, 3, 2, 4. Will I ride this train? You better believe every cent that I'll ride this train till I'm forced off. And if he sells, he sells. And you know what else? I might even give old Reed the benefit of the doubt and put in a hitter strikeout here and there, because just as Mookie likes to go yarn, he can still strike out, baby. But Mookie at 1.5, my goodness, the way these guys have been hitting, it's like they've been putting something in the water over there. I'm taking it. Him or Yotani Yarn Tani is absolutely in play at 2.5x. Okay, you're literally sacrificing 0.5x of equity. This is what I'm going to do. You do not have to do what I do, comment guy. I'm just giving you what I am going to be doing. And trust me, if it works, it works. If it sells, it sells. It doesn't change my life one bit because I trust the process. If the process fails me today, it'll come through to Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. Eventually, it all comes home to roost. It doesn't matter. It's math. The math is mathing. Now, so those are potential pairs. Now, if you say, Cap, someone in the Discord the other day, we all cashed. I'll go over that and say, he's like, these weak little goblins, 2.5x. Bro's upset because he's winning 2.5x his money, but he's only betting $5. So he's upset that he's winning $15, but he only can afford to bet 5. You make that make sense, bro. Don't try to big league the goblins like you're too good for goblins when you're only betting $5 anyway, chief. You're not that guy. You never will be that guy. You don't like winning 2.5x your money? Bet more. If you bet 100 and win 250, you're going to be crying? I don't care if you do. It's not my problem. My goodness, I'm fired up. I chose to go yarn when I woke up. What, you thought I was going to say something else? So let's go over here to DG Fantasy before I cut this thing wide open. As you can see, like always, the heavy hitters, bang, bang, they're juiced under. Like water is wet, these guys are going to be juiced under. Disregard. I don't go by the fantasy score system here most of the time. I choose my own methods because this is the most volatile. So don't worry about that. In the long run, it'll still be to your advantage 53.8% of the time, but I'm not worried about that right now. You can take Cutter and Peterson under 11 if you'd like. Jeffrey Springs less 5.5, minus 154 on Pinnacle. That's absolute amazing. So much so that they're probably going to remove that before this video is live, baby. I know they will. There it is. He's already at 5. It's just like that, which is why you got to have this tool because it absolutely shows you the value. Bang. You don't have to have 50 windows open trying to figure out what's what. You got one window. You got Crush's Discord. You take Crush's projections. You take this. Bang. Harmony. It goes in your lineup. It's that simple. And just for kicks, let's see what old Crush has him projected. Foe. And there it is. Jeffrey Springs 5.3 projection. So under 5.5 was crispy, but now it's at 5. It's a fade. I can move on. So you keep going down, let Captain Crush refresh, and we can keep going down. And as you can see, there's just not a lot here. Brady Singer, more 4.5, 130. Check the model, see what he's projected for. Michael Harris, over half a strikeout. I love taking these type of things because all they need is 1. Most of it's always going to be fantasy scores and whatnot. Jackie Young, more 4 rebounds. Steven Matz, more 4Ks. Once you get into the 52s, you're pretty much in the nitty gritty where it's gut call territory, my friend. friends. Sabali over 4.5 assists. I already banned Sabali, so yeah, that is what it is, man. I'm just kidding. I don't ban people, but she ain't going anywhere near Captain Crush's lineups. So the moral of the story is this. It's all about finding the value early. It's 1:48 right now. This video will be live by 2:30. And the fact is, there's not a lot here, which is why it's important to have a live stream that you can count on with a guy like myself that knows what he's talking about, that knows ball, knows fantasy sports, and more importantly, knows how to convey it to y'all. The deal is this. Finding a good play isn't enough. It's not. You got to have all the edges locked down. How to build a lineup, how to build parlays, how to do it to where you can make money hedging yourself, middling your bets, everything. And I teach it all. Captain Crush teaches it all. I give you guys a cheat sheet of projections. I give y'all lineups straight, like which ones to take. I give you guys plays of the day. I give you guys a daily prop list. I give it all, and I do it for the cheap, and I do it because I'm here to do the Lord's work. There's a lot of people doing this, a lot of people to cheat from. I just use Discord because that is the best place to community. Dub Club hosts it. I love my community. Everybody that joins this Discord server is like, wow, a Discord server that actually chats. Listen, guys, my Discord server's popping at 10 a.m. and 4 a.m. all day long. It's every hour for you Californians, you East Coast babies, all y'all. Everybody's got something to say. It's a highly opinionated place. Captain Crush has no qualms about slapping anybody's opinion right down into the Bay Harbor. It happened. I love it. I live for it, man. I love arguing with people that think they know ball. I love it. I don't care whether they know ball or not. Doesn't affect me, man. People are entitled to their opinions. I love getting them riled up. There's a guy who watches my videos who's been a supporter since day one, Watts. He's a 49er fan. He's a Brandon Ayuk fan, and I constantly am gonna be on that man about his team and Brandon Ayuk, and I love it, dude. There's nothing that makes me grin ear to ear like NFL chit chat. You know what I'm saying? Get in the mix. So anyways, this was yesterday. This is what I got. I got the wagon. I said everyone in the cord, let's take Minnesota hitters versus Tampa. Tampa's giving up the ghost. They pulled the plug. They're done. They don't care anymore. So I took their hitters. Lewis, Demon, Cash, Juan Soto. Game stacked him with Seager. Bang. Nico, he hit a double. He hit his Demon bases, but he didn't quite get that 1.5 for Old Crush. But you know what? I doubled my coin on this lineup. I can't complain about that. Yesterday, play of the day, Gilbert and Osvaldo. Gave it on YouTube. More combo. Cash it. Sweat free? Well, it's always a sweat. We thought it was going to be dicey. Osvaldo kind of gave up the ghost a little early, but Gilbert carried it home and he went yarn. Cash that for 2.25x. Then I paired him up in a three-peat, posted this. Give me my 4x. I got it. I took it. I cashed it. I got a little something crispy over here, a 2x. Devers sold. I got another little 5x over here because I flexed it, a little 4-man flex action. A little 5x crispy over here. And then my oh my, Kyle, the lineup you gave the daily double to everyone. Joey, I gave it on the 2. Paired it up with Gilbert. Cash it sweat free. Joe hit his Demon. But hey, I'm all about conservatism and everything in life. Sometimes you gotta be conservative. The cord's hitting. People are winning. Frankie Danky says day 3 strong straight from the YouTube because I gave it away for free. I talked about Manny Machado on the YouTube over half a single. Talked about Gilbert's Gabi on there. He doubled his coin. Hey, if I'm doubling your coin and giving you guys 100% return on investment, what the heck do you have to be upset about? The answer? 0. I'm doing the Lord's work. I mean, what else is there? You're not going to win every day. Nobody is. So come get in the mix. I post the projection sheets like this every single day, buddy. Every single day. Look, Musgrove was projected for 6Ks. His line, we took it at 4.5 and 5.5. Cash it. It's that simple. Compare it to the sheet and get in the mix. And if you want to know how my summer went, there's June, there's July, and there's August, and I'm working on something for September, okay? And I know I'm spending a lot of time on the court, but that's because I got to bring you D-Gens back from the cliff. A lot of you guys are in other Discords that are absolutely just not doing the Lord's work like Captain Crush. This is what I posted yesterday. Daily double. It was a holiday. I told everyone to go light. This will double up your money. Whatever you put on it, you doubled up. That's it. That's all you needed. If you made one slip for $50, $25, $10, put that in. Cash money, it's over. You did your job. You made your coin for the day. That's it. I keep it real around here. I'm not promising you guys rags to riches. And the live stream hits Monday through Friday. So enough of that. Go to CaptainCrush.net. Scroll down to the gold package. Use promo code LABOR. all lowercase. You still got that little crispy promo. 40% off. Your first month is $15. That's nothing. I spent more than that on my coffee this morning and bagel. Get in the mix. I hope I sold you on it because, yeah, it's a sales pitch because I believe in what I'm doing. Get your little Rudy Poo in the mixie, all right? And if you have trouble, a lot of people have been messaging me having issues getting in. You have to sync your Dub Club to your Discord. Message me on Discord if you have issues. So let's get back to the cook. Springs is out of the mix. Now, we could once again stack up these Minnesota hitters because Tampa has just given up the ghost. So with that in mind, we could just take Springs over 4.5 hits allowed, couldn't we? Well, that's to be determined. Let Captain Crush go see what the odds are first, and it's actually being juiced under at -121. But you know what? That's not enough to get me off of it because it's actually -109 to go over. It's pretty much a 50-50, a coin flip. So I would revert to the model and see what it says, and I will do that in the live stream. Again, I'm just giving you your options to get your feet firing, but you better believe that I will be attacking some of those Minnesota hitters. We'll go over it at 4:45 in the live stream and determines which ones we're going to take. But for this video, I told you guys the potential pairs, my pairs that I'm running. Now let's talk about one more thing real quick, y'all. Guys, Chris Sale's line is at 9. Now, do I think he could absolutely get 10 strikeouts? You bet you I think he could get 10 strikeouts. The matchup is perfect. He's an elite pitcher. But for this type of situation, I'm not betting my hard-earned money on someone to get 10 strikeouts. Do I want to take less? Absolutely not. I'm just fading it. I have no reason to go here. In fact, if I was going to take anything, it would be more on his 1.5 earned runs allowed because that's a low bar to hit, and all it takes is Doyle, Tovar, Blackman, any of those guys to get lucky 1 or 2 times, and he would cash that. But I'm not going near that. I personally have him projected at 1.75 earned runs, and I think his projection for strikeouts is 8. So if you wanted to take his Gabby, God bless you, but Captain Crush ain't going there. I'm just not dealing with it. I don't want to sweat it. And you shouldn't either. So let's move on to the king of the road. Just kidding. It's not the king of the road. WNBA. But I got to get this quick because Captain Crush has got a video to make for NFL. Let's go. We got showdown. But let's start at the top. WNBA. We're on DG. Remember, code Crush. You can get 25% off your first month. You can't beat it with a stick. You use it for a month. You use Captain Crush's Discord for a month. And I promise you, you will be green if you trust the process. Now, what we can see here is this. Not a lot of books put stuff out for WNBA. That's just the way it is. So we can see the value. I don't currently put out model projections for the WNBA because I went all in on baseball. Maybe next season, but I do cook the WNBA in the Discord live streams, and I do give out lineups. I swept, when was it? Not yesterday, but Sunday, I swept WNBA Big League, and I plan on doing it again today, brother. At least I hope. But this would be your first step. Check it out, see what's hitting, see what's popping. As you can see, there's no real value to be had. Asia Wilson, under 12.5 rebounds, but do you really want to sweat that? No, you don't. So I'm just going to fade it. But what I will do is talk about wagons. Now, these are going to be all over TikTok, all over YouTube, all over Twitter, everything. With WNBA, the usage rates are way more condensed. Cap, what's a usage rate? I'm a noob. I don't know what that means. It means that they have the ball in their hand. That's how we quantify it, brother. And for guys like Uncle Dan who hate on Cap, bro, you're so analytical. All you care about is the numbers and stats. My brother, it's the whole world was built on numbers. You don't believe me? Take a physics class. It's all we got. It's all numbers. It's all a big equation, man. You gotta respect the numbers. Now, of course, there's eye test and gut calls and everything else, but at the end of the day, the numbers are king. So let me cook. What we got? We got first half wagons. Carrington, 12 fantasy score. What's the case to be made to take this woman? Well, chat, bang. She's got steal equity, block equity. She makes her buckets. She plays hard. She plays a lot of minutes. If you look at her box score for the last game she played 14 minutes before she was pulled, sat for 2 minutes, came back out at the 4-minute mark just like Captain Crush said she would, and she went yarn and cashed at 14.2 fantasy points. That's absolute masterclass. Now, the thing is this. She's going to be popular. She's going to be absolutely the most popular play on the board, and she's due regression. But comment guy, I have been riding this train 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, longer than that, and I will be darned if I'm getting off this train now. If she sells, she sells. I'm going with it. If she sells me, it is what it is. And my wagon of wagons, I'm talking 20 of 21 times. Stephanie Dolson, I got her at 11. They moved it to 11.5. Captain Crush says, Go with it. Ride that train till you're forced off one more time. If you want to ride this train, you can. If you want to fade it because they bumped it, you can. If you're in the Discord, you would have already had it pre-bump because Captain Crush cooks. So now you got to make a decision. Angel Reese's Pieces. I got her less at 18.5, but now they put her at 18. Another decision has to be made. Is she going to ball out versus the Aces? Is she going to get another garbage steal and go over? Absolutely, maybe. It's your choice. You like what I did there? You thought I was going to give you a definitive answer. It ain't hitting. It ain't happening. You're going to have to choose. I got it less at 18.5. I got Dolson at 11. The only one that's standing tall is Carrington, and she just might be bumped too by the time you guys get to it. So know your roles and make a decision. That's the first half wagons that you could be looking at. And I'll throw in one more, Tina Charles, who also got bumped. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I don't want to give it all away, baby. Now, let's see if they got the points up for your boy. They don't. If they do happen to put up Angel Reese first half points at 7.5, you take less. It's ABC. Now, first half's always going to be a gamble, comment guy. So let's go over to the full game, shall we? The wagon of wagons, 23.9. 24,000 men are putting their coin and women on Arike Ungumbo to get 11 rebounds and assists. Well, I personally think she's not getting it done, chat. I personally think that she's going off today. She ain't going to get it done. But you know what? I got to. Absolute wagons for me. Period. If you want to ride with your boy, you can. Regression's coming. Regression is 100% coming, y'all. Just hopefully we fade it off one more night. Don't go crazy with the WNBA anyways, you degen. But we got to talk about Mabry. No, we don't. Captain Crush got nothing to say on that. You know the rules. If you like it, you take it. If she's been cashing it, you take it. Now, field goals attempted. Tell me she's up. Tell me she's up. They ain't up. They're gatekeeping it. We'll save that for the live stream, baby, because Captain Crush is going to go yarn on the live stream today, baby. I got all the energy, and I even had my Red Bull. I haven't had it yet today, and I'm still going yarn. Just wait. Captain Crush is going to be a banger. So, that's all I got to say about WNBA. That's all I got to say about it all. And we got an NFL video coming for you guys today. I got 20 minutes to get this video out for Paul Skeens, but I will leave you with this. One thing you can also do with the hitters, when they're cold, target them. Whenever they go 0 for 5 or 0 for 5, 0 for 5, 0 for 10, you can always go back to the well because eventually they're going to go yarn. Gunnar Henderson yesterday, what a cinematic play. He's been selling, and then bang. That's how it goes. That is why you can ride trains. That is why you can do this. I had him yesterday, had him the day before. Cash. He made up for the 3 or 4 days in a row that he sold me. That's how it works. Pair him up with your favorite play. He gives you a chance to cash you yarn. So target the ones that are due. I do this on the live stream every single day. I go over the ones that I like, the ones that are due, and we make lineups, guys, okay? I don't have the time to do it on this video. This video is already going to be like 25 minutes. I wanted it to be 10 minutes, but it is what it is. So remember, Skeens is your taco. You can take his whatever the next taco is. It's probably already been decided. I don't want to look right now. You can go and take his Gabi. If you think he's going to